And we are back in the room. Good morning, everybody. Come on in the live. And remember, you can join us so you get the full experience live on our Power 95 FM Grenada Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. We are definitely up and running. Okay, dokes. Thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance, Nirvana Spa and Detox, and Western Union for making our show possible today and always. Thank you so very much. Like I said yesterday, my little thank you speech after the awards for making us the award-winning ladies' room. All right, and most listened to as well. Thank you very much for that. And of course, to our loyal listeners from world over who tune in every day to be part of the program. Definitely appreciate you. All right. So if you're listening via radio 95.1 or 95.3, good morning. If you are listening online on Power FM Grenada, or if you are listening on viewing on YouTube and Facebook, welcome to the show. So I am super excited about this morning, right? Remember last week, Monday, was it 2 Mondays ago, when I came here and I was just firing on all cylinders of how energized, how pumped I was after the weekend, attending Denim and Diamonds, and of course in observance of World International Women's Day, and just joining with some awesome women to, spend time, talking and bonding and all of that. And I shared with you one of the speakers who really, really lit the fire under our feet. And she's here this morning to do just that for those of you who missed it. All right. So the floor is going to be all hers this morning. I'm going to be chiming in, but I really want you guys, to just take it all in, right? We are constantly battling ourselves. We are constantly battling the world. We're constantly battling even our spouses, of people we're in relationships with, family. And, sometimes we got to put all that aside and focus on how can I develop myself. It's never too late to do over. It's never too late to make a start, right? So that is why we have the power in our hands. And this morning, I really, really want us to be involved in the session. If you have not shared us yet, please do so. All right, let me just do a quick roll call while you guys share, because we're not going to stick this morning. We are going to jump right on into it in a minute, but just take the opportunity now to share to your followers, share and highlight at followers, so you don't have to literally tag everyone individually. Once you do that, they're gonna see the live. Okay, Carol Belfin, good morning. Hey Shante, I see you. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Nakisha. I'm seeing all my favorite ladies in here. Yes. So men, don't think you're not included. We want you here because you too can benefit from this. Melvin Brown, good morning, bro. Hope all is well. Morning, Fatima, Amanda. Good morning, Terrace. Good morning, Maureen. How are you, Jackie Douglas Adams? Jackie, you need to hear this because you got to get it together in 2025. We're not doing this in 26. Okay? Morning, Shauna. Good morning. And of course, the boss lady making her usual appearance. Morning, Denise Park Langine. Usually pass over your name. Well, this morning you're in the room. Morning, Andrea. Good morning, Roxanne, Regina, Debbie Crony. You need to hear this message as well. Okay? Good morning, Nichelle. Good morning, Joanne, Jenny, Nissy, Rhonda, Ingrid, everybody. Good morning, Diane, Christopher Thomas, Rayburn, London, sunny London. Well, that's a first. Y'all always raining and cold. Anyways, it's sunny in London today. So big up yourself, Christopher. Terrence Wells. So the men are coming in. Thank you so much. Morning, JJ. Morning, Roxanne. I'm not sure if they're going to stay, but we're thankful they're coming in, right? Morning, Akeem. Morning, Peter. I'm seeing the men this morning. Rajesh, good morning. Daniel Dubisat, good morning. Good morning, Gabby. Dejana, good morning. Della Fletcher. I'm seeing the men this morning, so that is indeed a good thing, right? Because normally they tend to run from conversations, but we want to make sure you stay. When you probably don't go the way you wanted to, y'all disappear, y'all bounce. But do not bounce this morning. Please stay for the duration of this conversation. Alrighty? Anthony, I see you as well. I'm seeing some new faces, and I appreciate you. All right? So it's a beautiful day on the rock, and in the studio with me this morning, I have this awesome lady here who goes by the name of Karen Pilgrim. what I am going to do is give her a couple minutes just to introduce herself, and we'll take it from there. Good morning, Karen.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, Miss Aruna, the Queen in Grenada. We are sitting here with the good energy. I so appreciate you. My name is Karen Pilgrim. I am the CEO and founder of Vision Board University, and I live here in Grenada, so I can officially say I'm Grenadian. So shout out to everybody that woke up this morning, because we got a lot of people that didn't wake up, and we want to give a shout out to the medical crew that is taking care of Keith Mitchell. I hope all turns out well. And I just want to say, God bless everybody. Please be kind to each other and smile, because it's about to rock and roll in here.
Yeah, and I'm happy that you started off with the be kind, because sometimes we can sort of lose that part of us, you know. And one of the things you always hear from visitors coming to our shows, oh, Grenadians are kind, they're nice, you know, but then we're saying to each other, be kind, you know. So other people get to experience that part of us, so we need to start sharing it amongst ourselves, you know, with each other. And I think that is, you know, really, really, really lacking lately. People are just mean for no reason.
You know what it is? Like I said, I'm a vision board strategist, so everything for me starts with vision. It's whatever your vision is for that day. How are you waking up in the morning, and how are you showing up? Are you planning to be positive to somebody? Are you planning to be pleasant? I see you said the men are in the house.
Yes, they are.
I want to shout out our kings. We love them. We want to see them show up. We're here to bring positivity. We're not here to break you down. You know, I'm a woman that was married for 26 years. I divorced, but you know what? I can cordially say my husband, he helped to make the person I am. Because if I didn't go through those challenges, I wouldn't be the powerhouse that I am right now. You understand? So we have to love on our men. Celebrate them. When they're down, we got to help pick them up. If they're not doing right, come get the community of women to say, hey, check yourself. Let's get it together. These kids need to see you doing great things. We need to see you doing great things. But today it's about International Women's Day. We're going to celebrate our women and all the positivity. But kind can go so far. When you just say hello, it always starts at hello. With you and I, we were at the event together, and you came up to me and you said hello. I looked at her like, who is this powerhouse?
No, listen, I meet so many different people, right? And normally the most you'll get a hi and people will just go about their way. One thing about women, we don't, it's like we have a problem saying, hey, girl, you look good. I like your outfit. You look nice. You know, complimenting each other. And I think that is how I gravitated towards your energy when we first met, because it was like, okay, wow. And, you know,
I said, you go, girl.
Yeah.
Come on now.
And that
right
energy
here.
is contagious compared to somebody like,
Because you know what? Tomorrow's not promised. So what do you want your last words to be to somebody? Does it need to be negative? You know, yeah, it had some people that was on Facebook being negative. It's okay. Thank you for making me relevant, because now people are researching what is Vision Board University. It's not a physical university. Vision Board University starts with, it's kind of like college. You come in as a freshman, it starts at hello. You build your community. Then the second level is sophomore. You start doing a deep dive into yourself to find out who you are. Junior year, you start to see the vision of yourself. You're finding your clique. You find out you're cute. The men are saying hello. Then you get that senior year of your PhD where you're the powerhouse. You love yourself. You invest in yourself. And when you love yourself enough, you can be a powerhouse to somebody else.
I always say, you know what, sometimes when we behave or react in a certain way, it's actually who we are. It's like we reflect in who we are, and it's not necessarily about the other person.
Right.
You know, it's more to do with you, and it takes a lot of self-reflection, going deep, understanding, you know, who you are, why you here, why you know, just understanding your whys generally, you know.
Absolutely.
To really tap into, okay, why am I reacting this way to this person? Why am I doing this? Why am I being this? And, you know, for years you keep doing the same things, expecting different results, and not stopping to say, hey, maybe I'm probably the problem over here.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it's a cycle that goes from generation to generation. Somebody has to break that cycle. I was blessed with a mother and a grandmother that loved to dance. My mother was from Trinidad. My grandmother was from Trinidad. My father's from Grenada. Guave, we in the house. Victoria, we in the house. And we celebrate each other. My mother was a kind woman. Her name was Valerie Pilgrim. She passed away when the pandemic hit. And I've had so many people approach me and say, your mother blessed me with her words. Your mother used to give me clothes. Your mother give me some money. You know, what kind of impact you want to leave what legacy you want to leave here. Do you want to leave a negative legacy? It's not worth it. God made us in his image, and I say it all the time. We really have to smile. Do you mind if I say a quick prayer?
Of course you can.
Dear kind and Heavenly Father, please allow us to be a vessel to empower the women of Grenada, of New York, of Ontario, wherever you are. Please allow us to just share some smile and kind words and just let you know that you are enough. Amen.
That's all.
I just feel like I need these words to come out right because me being American, some things I can say will sound offensive. I don't want to be offensive. I want to celebrate us. I want to lift us up. I want the women to know that you are enough. You are amazing. You can do anything you set your mind to. And our brothers that are out there, please celebrate these women. When you see them looking good, tell them, sis, you look good. You look amazing. You are powerful. We don't have to say the other stuff. Y'all have told me some stuff that I have to check myself like, is this kind or not? But I heard it's a Grenadian thing. So I guess I should just say, thank you so much. Love my thickness. Okay. But you know what? We just have to keep it smiling. Just release the tightness of your face. You are beautiful in your own right. But if you're sitting there tense and tight, that takes too much work. A smile can change somebody's life. You don't know when someone is on that bridge and ready to jump, and that hello could just shift the whole day. A simple thing like, how are you doing? You could say, I'm okay or I'm not. What you mean how I'm doing? No, answer the question. People are checking in with you. And ladies, I want you to know, when somebody says, do you need help? Accept it. It's a blessing. We don't have to do everything ourselves. Independence is a beautiful thing, but independence can also come with relief. We have mothers that are home, single moms, moms that are married, that are doing it all. I was a married woman being single.
Explain that.
I'm married, but my husband wasn't giving me the attention I needed. I needed that foot rub. I needed that compliment of, hey, babe, you look good today. Even when I'm in my sweats, the hair is looking a little raggedy. If you see that problem, fix it. Give me a massage. I'm here with 6 kids. I have 5 daughters, 1 boy. They're beautiful adults now. But we have to be poured into because we pour out to a lot of people. As women, we are the mothers. We're the therapists. We're the pastor. We're the fashion designer. We're the chef. We're cleaning the house. We just need that extra push with somebody coming into the house to say, you know what? Let me wash the dishes. It shouldn't even have to be said, but sometimes people need a reminder. But as a unit, we're supposed to do it together. It's not one-sided. And sometimes we get so overwhelmed, we don't even want the argument. We're like, let's just do it. And then all of that builds up stress. It builds up anxiety that it gets to the point that you bust out, but you end up busting out on the wrong people. Our children, those are our loves. Those are our angels that God has given us. We do not want to put this toxic behavior into them. So we have to shift the mindset of ourselves so our children can grow up healthy human beings. They need to hear the loves. I implore all the mothers that are out there that are doing it, please, when you're leaving the house, please take time out to tell your children, I love you. Not a drive-by, I love you. Look them in their eyes and tell them, I love you. And do it with the men that you're with. The men that are supportive, the men that are pouring into you and loving. When I say pouring into you, I'm talking about those men that look at you with the eyes that they first met you. They redate you every day. Oh, my goodness. Lord, send me that man, please. But I'm just saying we have to pour into each other. And when you celebrate that person that you're with, you will show up at your best self. The single women, dress up for the husband that you want. It's like showing up for the job that you want. You may work in a bank, but you really want to be a CEO of your own business. Show up as such. The way you showed up to the event, I had to ask you a question. What do you do? You are a walking billboard. You are a brand in a brand. You could tell you woke up this morning, took time for yourself. You took time to put your hair together, your makeup. Ladies, take time out. If you're not a makeup person, smell good. Fix your clothes. Be presentable. Be the person that you want to be approached as. You understand?
I'm not saying anything today. It's about you. I'm taking it in just as well because every day it's a learning. You don't stop learning because you get older. Every day you still have to take the opportunity. There are people who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s and still not self-aware. They're
There-
just living, just going through the motions.
So let me tell you, when you're not self-aware, and I'm going to give a shout out to someone, Kiereed Clement. Kiereed is a storyteller of Grenada. When you meet her, what she does is help you to rebrand, repurpose your life. Some of us get lost in somebody else's dream. It could be your job, it could be your mate. You have to remember you and pour into you, invest in you. Go to personal development events, go to brunches. We have brown skin brunching, we have denim and diamonds. Find those events that you can find your community because we can't do it by ourselves. We cannot do it by ourselves. I built myself up by having personal development and also surrounding myself with great people. And when I say great people, the people that celebrate you when you're down and celebrate you when you're up. Not some part-time celebration that you celebrate me when it's comfortable for you. You just got an award. Congratulations to you, Queen. You did your thing.
Thank you.
And you have a platform here that's celebrating women. We're not here to tear each other down. Let the enemy do that. But that's not what we're here
But
for.
we seem to do a good job on our own.
Yes. When you wake up in the morning, what are you doing, people? Don't turn the TV on. Listen, that TV can either make you or break you. I love my little reality TVs here and there, but I know the reality of life. When you're turning on the TV, it's what is it saying to you? A lot of us are comparing ourselves to the Housewives of Atlanta, the Instagram content creators. Yeah, that's not a reality. I know some of these housewives. They're renting houses. They're renting cars. Some of them, their refrigerator is so bright, they are a superstar. Our reality is waking up in the morning, facing ourselves in the morning, and saying, hey, Queen, how are you? If you're not feeling good about self.
And the kings.
And the kings. We got to. Our kings should be waking up and saying, hey, beautiful. No matter how raggedy we're looking that morning. No matter how bad our breath is, you are beautiful. You are amazing. Those words are powerful. They affirm us. And that's what keeps us going. When you turn on that TV, everybody, the breakdown of TV is television. Tell your vision. The television is telling you what you should look like, who you should be, and how you should act. That's not the reality. We have to learn to be intimate with ourselves. And when I say intimate, I'm not talking about anything gross. I'm talking about celebrating you. Because the word intimate breaks down to into me, I see. And when you can see yourself for the best person that you are, you show up as your best self. You're sending a message to many people saying, hello, I love me.
But you know what? You're doing that for self, but then there's this person who would say, what's she playing? She thinks she is this, or she thinks she's that. She feels she's this, or she feels she's that. What she think?
And I am. And I
don't
am.
know how to respond to that.
That's how you respond. When she thinks I am, because I am enough. You can't allow people's words to tear you down. They don't know what's going on the inside of me. It's a lot of battles going on. But when you start speaking greatness into yourself, your subconscious starts to believe it. So when your subconscious believe it, negative words just bounces off of you. I've had people call me things that I'm like, okay, whatever. But I keep it moving because guess what? I can't
You
waste.
react? Do you respond?
I can't respond because that's 5 to 10 minutes of my time to explain to you why I'm great and why I'm God's child. I don't got time for that. There's somebody waiting for my message. You can either take it or you can leave it. But if I take time out to sit down and text negativity, I don't understand people that do that. They're writing all their business out there. Take time to write in your journal and dump that information. Don't put it out to the world because once you put it in your journal, you can read it back and see what was my triggers.
My notes, I think it gets tired of me sometimes.
And
Like,
that's a beautiful
it's
thing.
notes
But
that
you can go
write
back and
everything.
read it and see what it is that kind of shifted your mindset to go the opposite way. Whatever it is, write it down. Stop going out there and broadcasting your business to everybody. It's unnecessary. You're giving them fuel to throw it back at you. Stop telling people about your man, about how good he is, how he's loving on. Because guess what? They want some too.
Hello. It's taking good care of you.
Yeah, don't do that. Keep that to yourself. I love seeing a couple that can walk down the street, and I'm going to give a shout out to Rain Scott. Her and Mark Scott, anytime I see them, they're smiling at each other. They're celebrating each other. I love to see those couples. You have to take time to celebrate them and say, what you doing over there? You know, give me the recipe of that. We don't have time for the negative. I am always going to speak positivity. And I do have those days of negativity, but I have surrounded myself with people that will refuel me and say, not today. Because I do have my
That's the
days.
next question. That was going to be my next question as to how do you continue to keep your cup filled? And you just spoke a little about it in terms of the people you surround yourself with. I want to spend a couple minutes on that.
Okay.
The people that we surround ourselves with, do they elevate us or do they pull us back? How do we respond to that?
First of all, to everyone that's out there, look in your phone and then look at the last 5 conversations you had. Are those people pouring into you or are they depleting you? Because we waste our time with so many people dumping on us as if we're a trash can that you get depleted. By the time that phone call is done, you're like, Lord, I can't even get through the day now. You have to find somebody to replenish you. Delete those people out your phone. You got to edit the people in your life. My community are people that are aligned with me. They're aligned with the mission of my life, and everybody needs a mission of their life. They align with my thoughts, my dreams. I want to travel. I'm an avid traveler. I love kind people. I like people that are philanthropists. I like people that are making a difference. If you're doing that, you're my people. Until you do something that I have to check or I have to say, this is not for me. And everybody knows they can get a gut feeling about who needs to be around them. Stop allowing these people to be in your circle. They're going to drain you. They're going to talk about you. They're going to waste your time. You're going to find yourself in places you don't belong. So edit the people in your life. The people that pour into you are the people that know your energy to the point that they're like, girl, your energy is off. Come on, let's go get our nails done. And if it's not the nails done, let's go to the beach. We are surrounded by beautiful beaches in Grand Anse, in Grenada. You have so many to pick from. Show up for each other. Just a phone call and say, hey, girl, how you doing? You all right? Simple things. It doesn't have to be luxurious. Let's go for a cup of tea. Let's have a chat. Surround yourself with the people that are going to celebrate you. The people that make you laugh. You ever have that person in your life? You can look at them and you just bust out laughing. Or you see that brother that walks the street and you have nothing to say. You just look and give them the eye. Like, oh my goodness. Those are the people you want to keep in your life. Not the person that calls you and the minute you see their name, you're like, oh gosh, what now? No, deplete that. You got to delete them. You love them, but from a distance. Especially if you are trying to, for 2025, we're all trying to build ourselves up. We're trying to build a business. We're trying to build our brands. You got to leave those people alone because they're taking time out of your life.
But, another thing that I realized, speaking about, taking time out of our life, your specialty, your baby, your everything is about vision boards and all of that and, creating what works for us and what have you. But what I find is that, and I've struggled with it as well, but a lot of us, a lot of people create vision boards but struggle to see results. What are the key elements in having an effective vision board? Because you can just put it down and that's it. And you don't move from their vision to reality. How do we get to that level?
So I need to explain to everybody right now. I am the #1 vision board strategist in the United States, and I'm working on being #1 for international. There is a university. It's called the Vision Board Institute. The trainer is one of Oprah Winfrey's vision board strategists. And what we have learned, her name is Judith Schwartz. And what we do is, okay, for the people that don't know what a vision board is, a vision board is a way of looking in magazines and pulling at images that attract you, words, colors, pictures as in houses, cars, whatever it is. You get a magazine, you pull at it, and then you're going to put it on a board. On the board, you're going to put things that you want into your life, goals you want to meet, you're going to affirm yourself, and then you take that board, you're going to put it someplace that you can see it every day. Now, the thing with Vision Board University, when you book me, we do it in a special manner. I take you through a journey to really tap into who you are and where you're going to go. Once you put your visions and your affirmations on that board, you have to put some action to it. You can't just pull pictures and then say, oh, I have a vision board. I have a vision board. But you're not moving on it. If you want a house, what steps do you need to take? I don't know how it is in Grenada if you go by credit, but you got to have a job.
Get
You
your
got
mortgage.
to.
We must have a job, of course, to get.
You got to
the
have a
mortgage,
job.
you know?
What does your bank account look like? Once again, who are you surrounding yourself with? If you want a house, are you hanging out with a Paula Latouche? Do you have a realtor? Are you hanging out with a financial advisor, an accountant, somebody that can get you fiscally ready? Then you start shopping around for your houses. Do you want a board house, a mason house? What kind of house do you want? These visuals will start putting two and two together. You're putting the action behind it. A lot of you are sitting at your desk right now at your jobs and you're smiling, but you're like, I really hate my job, but I need that house. So guess what? You switch it in your head. Not you hate your job. Be grateful you have a job because that's the job that's going to get you to your goals and your dreams. That's what's going to get you your house. What kind of house do you want? You have to be very clear when it comes to a vision board. Do I want a 2-bedroom house? There are people that want 2-bedroom houses, but until you come to a 10-bedroom house with 15 bathrooms, you start to elevate yourself. So that's where your community comes in. They're going to start inviting you to things, and you're going to see different things that's going to attract you and put on your vision board. And you're going to say, you know what? I don't want no 2-bedroom house. I need a 4-bedroom with 5 bathrooms. I need a guest room. I need 2 kitchens because I know what my house looks like. It's going to be amazing. I want to be able to host events. I want to have a house in every country I'm going to. It's just about dreaming bigger, dreaming higher. And it's okay if you just dream to have houses in Grenada. It is okay. It's your dream. It's your goal. But I need everybody to just dream higher. I used to say last year, dream bigger. But this year, it's dream higher. Because when you go bigger, you go higher. Reach for the stars because man walked on the moon.
So what would you say was the biggest mistake people make when creating a vision board?
They're going in with a negative attitude.
Oh.
Vision board is voodoo. Vision board, you can't do nothing. Every morning that you wake up, the vision of yourself, what are you saying to yourself? You're just putting it on a board. The way you're activating it is just looking at it and giving it that positivity and the vibration. We are walking vision boards. I know when you see her, you say, oh my goodness, look at what she's wearing. Can I rock that? Look at those glasses. People see my glasses and they're like, you got a different color on?
Yes, you do.
But it's a conversation. You've just elevated yourself because we're having a conversation. You're bringing kindness into that conversation. And it activates your board. When you're kind, when you love yourself, when you're dreaming bigger, you're activating it. It is real, people. Have you ever thought of a car that you wanted? I want a G-Wagon. I have a Noah, but everybody knows it as my G-Wagon. The more you say it, the more you see it, the more you believe it, it's going to show up in your life. I'm elevating my finances because there's certain things that I want. You have to dream it, believe it, and it will show up. You can't sit there and say, I want the board. The board's sitting on the floor. You're stepping over the board. You're shoving it under the bed and then still expect to be positive. No, some of our bathrooms need positivity. Put some words that if you don't believe in yourself in the morning, you see the posters that say, you are beautiful, you are a queen. I am proud of myself. Words are powerful.
I have those around my bathroom. So the first thing is look in the mirror, it's right there.
And it'll change, it shifts your whole day. It shifts your whole day. Put up some quotes. Put up some Bible verses. You can even put up pictures of your loved ones, the people that really make you happy. In the kitchen, put up some fruits on your fridge so you can see that going in. Because Lord knows my fridge is a hot mess. I'm trying to do better, people. I'm working on it. I have Nikita as a personal trainer. She's doing Island Bamsey. I'm going to be out there. Got to get it tight. Got to get it right because you're a walking billboard. And yes, people, you can have many vision boards. You can have a financial vision board. You can have a self-development vision board, your real estate, whatever your spouse. Let's talk about the spouse. Let's talk about the spouse vision board.
Yes, let's do that.
You see Sierra the singer.
Yeah.
Her and
Listen,
Mr. Wilson.
everybody wants a Mr. Wilson.
Everybody want a Mr. Wilson. But are you ready for a Mr. Wilson? Because you got to come correct this yourself.
That man loves that woman, right?
Because she shows up every day for him. She celebrates her man. She celebrates her kids. She celebrates herself. Who doesn't want that? A man wants to see you celebrating you, and he's going to pour into you. If he's not pouring into you, he's not your person. And if that's what's on your vision
But
board.
people realize that, and you're still there for like years. Like I had someone saying yesterday, what was the situation yesterday? Let me just grab it quickly. Ladies in a relationship, right? Well, let me read it out for you. Listen to this. Okay, so hi Aruna, blah blah blah. I've been in a relationship with a man who has a woman living with him. One he's been with for years. It's a complicated and stressful situation, especially because I value myself and have standards. But I genuinely care for him. He treats me well, and I'm not with him for what he has, but for who he is. However, the constant tension with the woman, who is fully aware of our relationship, creates a lot of friction. We often argue about it, and while he insists he wants me and only me, I'm starting to question whether this situation is healthy or if there's a future for us. I know deep down this isn't a good place to be, but I feel stuck. I'm not sure what to do next. It's all yours.
This is why you call the ladies room, huh?
Yeah.
This is where it goes.
It's all the action.
So, first of all, this young lady, come on, Lord, let me be a vessel. First of all, there's no boundaries that were set. There's no way some man that's with me is entertaining some other woman. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And ladies, we need to set boundaries. That is number one. It is unacceptable. It's okay to have female friends, but I need to hear my name shouted out 2 or 3 times in that conversation. There's no way you're engaging for more than 5 minutes and all eyes on her and I'm over here. What? Oh no. And I should not have to come over there and interrupt that. No. Boundaries. Boundaries. No way. She needs to leave. You know what? I'm gonna hurt somebody's relationship, Pour into yourself, sweetie, because we stay into these relationships and we're blocking our own blessing. There's a good man out there for you.
Because listen to the part that really, sometimes you feel like you can shake somebody virtually, she knows it's a complicated and stressful situation, and she still throws in, I value myself and have standards, but the man has a woman living with him. So how are you the woman when he's living with the woman?
Now, this is where it's a contradiction. You can't have positive and negative in the same place. He loved me, but he over here with this. No, stop it. Make a decision. Are you with him or not? He got to go. He's living with a whole nother woman.
He's living with another woman. The woman is also aware of her. So all 3 of them are aware of each other.
That's a throuple. She needs to cut it out. She's really playing herself right now. She needs to cut that out. That's disrespectful to herself.
So where does the standards and the value come in?
You have to have standards and values for yourself. You're demoting yourself and allowing him to do whatever he wants. Just imagine if she thought, or if she actually left the relationship. There's going to be some man that's going to pay attention to fully her that possibly lives by himself. If he has to live with another woman, that's a problem. What's the problem? Are we not fiscally ready? I'm not understanding. What is this woman doing there? Is that his roommate?
I don't know.
It needs to know.
Been in a relationship with a man who has a woman living with him.
That right there. You don't even have to go on.
He's been with the woman for years.
No.
But he wants her and her only.
No.
But living with the woman for years.
He don't want her only. He's living with another woman. He just sent a clear message. Women, sometimes the words that they're saying means nothing. Look at his actions. Look at his actions. He's living with another. I'm not saying move in with him, but he.
So you didn't want 3 of them moving together because the woman he was living with is aware of her.
But then, what is her? Oh gosh, her values are just. What is her definition of a relationship? What is her definition of love? Because some people think this is okay. This is not okay.
So the constant tension with the woman who is fully aware of their relationship creates a lot of friction. And she often, I guess, argue with the man about it. And then is when he insists he wants her and her only.
Sis, please get out of this. You're wasting it. Why are you even arguing about this? The man is showing you this is his girl. Read in between the lines. I know there's people out there like, oh no, it's a roommate. She probably helping him. No. First of all, they're having an argument. No. This conversation doesn't even need to go on. Sis, get out. Quick. Abort. He's showing her.
And not just showing, he's telling you.
And you're arguing about some other woman?
You're arguing with a woman that you live with, the man lives with.
Absolutely not.
It's not like we live together and the other person outside
Absolutely not.
is out there, sleeps, wakes, living,
Yeah,
whatever
no.
the reason.
She walking around however she want in the house, probably making him some bacon, eggs, and cheese. No, absolutely not. I should not be in my house wondering about what's going on over there. That's crazy. I need to know that my man is calling me and saying, babe, you good for the day? Not calling me to argue about your room.
So where does the man stay on the vision board?
That man wouldn't even be on my vision board. He in the trash can. He with the leftover magazine. No, absolutely not. Sis, leave him alone. You're blocking your blessings for somebody that's great for you. Somebody that will pour into you and love on you. Why are you arguing with him? And she said she's been with him for years. Years. Listen, I'm going to be transparent right now. I was married for 26 years. But I felt a shift after year 10. My gut kept telling me something's different. Ladies, you know when something's different.
We know. That thing that we ignore.
Yes. And then we ignore it to the point that we lose ourselves into this foolishness. And our greater self is here saying, Karen, you can do this by yourself. You're powerful. Do you know when I finally got a divorce, my children told me we were waiting because we saw you weren't happy. I said, well, why didn't y'all tell me? Because we were children.
It's not a place to tell you anything.
Children.
We say stay out of big people business.
Exactly. But I'm staying in this marriage due to the children, due to so-called financial, the house, the title of wife.
Wife. Mm-hmm.
Guess what? The title don't mean nothing if he is not a part of it and he is not a husband. Because while you're here faking the funk, when you know something's wrong, people are like, look at him. He all over there with this one and that one. And you're talking about, look at my husband is amazing. He shows up for me and the kids. He's showing up for you, the kids, the neighbor, the babysitter, and everybody else. When your gut is telling you it's not right, it's not right. You are more powerful by yourself. And you'd be amazed, and this is for the brothers. Sometimes the sisters got to step away from the situation. They will see how great they are. And guess what? That man, once he sees you move on, he'll see how powerful you are. And we don't always have to have that icky relationship. You still have children involved. Raise the children together. My ex-husband and I, we show up at events for our children. We celebrate the children. And I see him, and he always, you look good. I know. I know. You know,
You like Chris Brown's residuals.
I don't have to stand there and say, well, when you left me and you was doing, it's in the past now.
Well,
let's leave
stick
it in the past.
one thing. Let me see who's here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry to put a damper, but just add a new perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It is great. You can have like a cell phone and a charger. That charger could work with multiple devices, which makes sense. But not every charger should be plugged into your device. So they need to be a little bit more mindful of that. So too, someone who's responsible for a missile, if that is your responsibility, that is your one responsibility, to take care of that particular missile. If that missile leaves and goes and is guided by someone else's system, you failed on your mission. So empowering someone is great, but we have to look at it's a multifaceted situation. Look at all the perspectives, because I do feel sorry initially for the person who is seeing their value diminish and they're still delusional to think that I have values and I'm with this person. It is delusion of grandeur. I can make him better. I'm the best person for him, or he's the best person for me, and that's where she's staying. But if you don't cray-cray, if you've been cray-cray and you accept that situation for what it is, I'm not going to be the one or the friend or the contributor on the radio to tell you know what you should be doing. You do not need validation to know that you should leave the situation. It's just speak it out loud. If it doesn't make sense to you, it's not going to make sense to anyone else. That's just my perspective.
Stay toxic,
Other than
right?
that, stay toxic.
All right, have a good one. I love selling us to stay toxic.
I like the charger analogy. I like that. The charger analogy is good. Yes, yes, yes.
So, ladies, do we need more? Because I'm looking at my time. We got about 3 more minutes. So, next 3 minutes, do what you want with it.
So next 3 minutes. So what I wrote a book called Vision Board 101 Workbook. This right here, because there's no magazines in the country, you can get this book and draw out your goals, add your affirmations to it. And for the last 3 minutes, I just want to do a quick shout out to some women that have impacted me since I landed here in Grenada. They're amazing. I want to say thank you to you, Queen, for inviting me to your powerhouse. I call it the Powerhouse platform. I have Janine Wilson, my cousin. She's over at Republic Bank. Shout out to you guys over there. My mother, my grandmother, Wendy Duncan, Danny Tika, the nurse. There were some great doctors at the hospital for me. Dr. McDonald, Dr. Carlin, they helped me with my grandmother and my mother. Tamara Prosper, amazing professor. Auntie Roma, the florist right across the street over there. Nelsia, Najuma, Open Guav. Kier Reed, Kayo, my Chinese Grenadian. Nurse Tika. The team up at Spice Residential, they're taking care of my dad. And oh my goodness, Belinda, Natasha, Shelly, Jelani, Kimmelin, Decime. Decime is amazing. I'm helping her with some mentors up there in Grenville. Giselle always singing and smiling. What do they call Labukan?
Labukan.
Love them. Bringing the arts to Grenada. Emily Rapier, thank you for my outfit today. Who else? Oh gosh, it's so many people. Grenada, you're just
Sorry,
amazing.
I don't call names because somebody just sent me this here. She says at Shamira says, at one sports I attended with my son. I met a remarkable lady at the stadium. It was an incredibly hot day and she wasn't feeling well, so I offered her a bottle of water and fanned her to help cool her down. Ever since that day, I make sure to stop by and say hello at every sports meet. She's truly a beautiful lady, always ready to celebrate and pop champagne.
Oh,
that
my
lady is definitely you, right?
Thank you so much for that water. Let me tell you about that day. I went to represent my little cousins, Theo and Esme. I felt like I was passing out. And I couldn't say, I didn't want to embarrass the children. I leaned up against the wall and just went down.
Oh my God.
And there was a gentleman standing next to me. He took a grape and just shoved it in my. I don't know where this man came from.
Oh, his grape?
He shoved the grape in my.
The grapes. What's the hell your
And
face?
she gave me the water. I was so embarrassed, but I'm so grateful. And that's the kindness that we need. Ladies and gentlemen, today, please say something kind to your neighbor. Say something kind to someone and call that person that you need to forgive. Tell them you love them and God bless.
Someone says, I know her face somewhere. Hi, Nelson and Esme's auntie.
Esme and Theo, Wilson, Louisum. That's my little Olympians that I'll be saving my pennies up to go see them.
Someone says they need a copy of your book. How do they get that?
You can go to Amazon. I am going to be bringing some back because it's when it goes on the port, it always gets lost. Something. But I will bring some back. And we're looking to plan a big event at the end of the year, a vision board event. Pray for me. We're working on some logistics, but I really want to help Grenada to just shift their mindset. And I'm starting with the elementary schools. I've been speaking at some of the schools. You can book me. Just go to my Instagram. That's the best way right now because my website is being redone. But I'm looking to shift the mindset of the women to let them know you are a powerhouse, whether with somebody or without.
I
So
like
this
the fact
vision
you're going
board.
into the school some early to
Yes.
condition and train, and not when you're an adult and you think, So
No, some of these people are old dogs. They're stuck in their old ways, and I can't shift them. They have to believe in themselves and dig that out. But the little kids, if we could get them and show them to be kind to each other, love on each other. We come from a diverse group, and we need to celebrate that. We need to celebrate our culture. Celebrate Grenada. It's so much greatness here, but we got to pull it out.
Someone says, bring you back. We need a session on forgiveness. Yes, we do. You have
We
to go
do.
back for that.
Because if you don't forget, you're going to be filled up with toxicity. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. So
Dump
you
it. Once you let it go, you will feel so free. Oh, my goodness.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is _Vision Board University.
Okay.
Underscore VISION BOARD UNIVERSITY.
Okay. So you can find her there. All right. So yeah, that's really a good topic. Forgiveness.
Forgiveness is amazing.
So it's a good topic. So next time we have you back in the chair, we're gonna-
Forgiveness?
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
This was
definitely.
amazing. Thank
It
you so
was.
much.
Thank you so very much. I mean, we can't do a one-off with you. You definitely have to come back now.
Oh,
that
that's
they've
awesome.
embraced you, and I've never seen them sat so still and paid this much attention in the room. So that means you definitely made an impact. They were really taking it in. So thank you
And
so
let me
very
just
much.
tell everybody today, all I want to hear on the streets is, "Hey, Queen,
Yes.
you're looking good, Queen. Hey, King, thumbs up."
Yeah, yeah. Guys, thank you so very much. That's the end of our program for today. Thank you so much to our friends at Nirvana, Beacon Insurance, and Western Union. And of course, to you, the listeners on radio or online, thank you so much. We shall reconvene at 11 a.m., as you say in Parliament, at 11 a.m. in the forenoon tomorrow. So hope you guys will join us again. Yeah, you guys are welcome. We got a lot of thank yous. They really needed this session today. Yep. Gotta do that all the time. Have a great day, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow.